Salut and welcome back to my channel. I'm Akshara and I cleared the TEF Canada exam in 13 months from scratch, and I have created this channel just to talk all things about the French language, TEF TCF Canada exam and the Canadian immigration through French proficiency. Today we are diving deep into one of the most nerve-wracking parts of TEF exam or the TCF exam, which is going to be the speaking section. Now, if you've ever felt, heart racing or your mind basically going blank the moment you need to speak in French, trust me, you're not the only one alone. I've been there too. And the good news here is you don't need to be perfect. You just need to sound confident and natural. And in this video, I'm going to show you how exactly to do that. Whether you're struggling with the pronunciation, fluency, or just the overall confidence, I've got you covered in this video. So stick around, and by the end of this video, you will have all of the practical strategies to basically go and crush your TEF or TCF speaking exam. Also, if you would like to connect with me for some personalized guidance, I will leave the link in the description below. You can definitely reach out and schedule a call with me. Before we dive into the video, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any new content that I will be posting every single week. And with that, let's dive right into the video. So let's start with the first key to mastering the TEF or TCF speaking section, which is the mindset. Now, this might definitely sound like a cliche, but trust me, it is really true. Before you even say a word in French, you have to work on your mindset. One of the biggest reasons why people struggle with speaking is because they're too scared, too afraid to make a mistake. But here's something that you need to understand right from the day one. Even native speakers make mistakes. Have you ever noticed how in conversations people pause, stumble, you see what I did there, uh, you know, or use like a lot of filler words just to make sure that they're thinking and gain a bit of a time. We all do that in English or any language that we speak as well in our life. So it's only natural that you do the same thing in French as well. When I was preparing for my TEF speaking section, I kept reminding myself it's truly okay to pause, to rephrase, and also to ask for clarification in case I did not get something. The goal is communication, not perfection. If you walk into the exam thinking you have to speak like a pro or like a native speaker, you're just setting yourself up for some real unnecessary stress. So just take a deep breath and remember that you're allowed to be human. Now that we've covered the mindset aspect of it, let's move on to something that is super important, which is the pronunciation. One thing I've noticed that a lot of learners get hung up on sounding exactly like a French native speaker. But guess what? You don't have to have the perfect accent to score well in the TEF or TCF exam. What actually matters is your clarity and also your fluidity in your speech. French is such a language that each syllable is pronounced for roughly the same amount of time. This is typically different from English, where some syllables are stressed more than the others. So, when you're speaking French, pay attention to the way they pronounce each syllable, especially the vowels. One of the most common mistakes that learners make usually while learning is that skipping over sounds or, basically rushing through some of the words, which basically makes it harder to understand. The goal is for the person who you're communicating with to understand what exactly you are trying to communicate. So, a great way to practice this is shadowing. Have you ever actually tried this, or you might have heard a lot of people suggesting this? Because trust me, it is super effective. It is when you basically listen to a native speaker and then you immediately try to mimic their pronunciation, their intonation, the rhythm, and all of those things. You can pick any of your favorite French show, YouTube, Netflix show, or anything and watch carefully and try to repeat every single sentence. Basically, pause the video, repeat what the person said, and then you will notice how actually the spellings are. What is the pronunciation like? Like, for example, there have been many funny occurrences when I sang a French song, maybe even like for a year, and I actually didn't know what I was singing because the way you pronounce and the way actually the word is spelled out in French is super different. So I was just, humming along the rhythm for such a long time, and then someday I see the lyrics and realized, oh, okay, so this is what it actually is spelled. And oh, this is the word. I know now what I'm singing, right? So there is that aspect where you need to sort of bridge the gap between the way it is pronounced and the way it looks so that you can make a mental image and identify the same word in future. This will help you, strongly improve on your pronunciation aspect, which will help you for your speaking. Now, let's tackle the structure of your answers. In TEF and TCF exam, there are very specific and defined structure, or like, the framework which is expected. Like, for example, in TEF, you have your section A of 5 minutes and section B of 10 minutes. And then you have your TCF exam where you have three specific, sections with designated time limit. I will make a separate video in detail where I talk about the kind of structure for each section in TEF and TCF exam. But basically, the bottom line is once you understand the framework, all you have to do is basically rinse and repeat for different topics and themes. But remember, structure is super important to help you have your thought flow. The way you introduce yourself into the conversation or the way you end it, what they exactly expect. If you're able to give it to them, that essentially means that you're going to score pretty well in your exam. And apart from that, you just have to have a clear communication with the evaluator. Let's talk about another powerful tool here, which is going to be your fillers and connectors. Now, remember when I said earlier that it is completely okay for you to pause and collect your thoughts? Well, there's even a better way to do this without sounding, very awkward or like stuck. So in French, there are tons of fillers and connectors which you can use to sort of buy yourself some time and also keep the conversation sound a lot more natural and flowing. But for example, instead of just pausing awkwardly and just like thinking, what you can do is like use these filler words like alors, or bah oui, bien, tu vois. Ah, d'accord, je vois. Mais, things like that. These little words will give you that extra moment to think, and also it sounds a lot more natural. Like how you would notice in this exact video how I would be speaking with a lot of and right? Because we're all human. We need that time to collect our thoughts and then, go further so that we're just not talking absolute nuisance and actually talk something sense. Yes. I remember when I was taking my exam, I used to use these all the time. When I wasn't very sure about how to start my answer, I would say something like, bien, c'est une question très intéressante, sort of things, and then move into my response. It gave me those super precious moments to gather my thoughts without actually panicking. But fillers are just for beginning. You can also use connectors to link your two ideas together and also sound more fluent. That will add on a lot more points for you. Things like a lot of phrases like premièrement, d'ailleurs, en revanche, pour conclure. There are a lot of fillers and connectors that you can use in French, and believe me, keep them handy because they are going to help you a lot. Using these will help you, flow smoothly. Your conversation will sound a lot more put together and organized. So, practice adding these to your everyday French conversations and it will make a huge difference. All right, now, so we've covered the mindset, pronunciation, structure, fillers, and connectors. Now, let's focus on how you can actually expand your answers in such a way that it actually feels natural. In TEF speaking section, you'll often need to, sort of expand on a topic, and simply just giving one sentence answers is not going to cut it out, right? For example, in your TCF, you need to introduce yourself. So here's a little technique where I use the three W's, which is what, why, and what else. Okay, so let me explain. Whenever you're asked a question, start by answering what you think. Then explain why you think that way, and finally also add what else, so that you could also say what else do you know about this topic to basically extend your answer. Okay, let me take an example here. If your examiner is asking this particular question, quel est votre temps préféré? What is your favorite hobby? Instead of just saying j'aime lire, you can also expand this answer something like this. J'adore de livre, surtout les romans historiques. Je trouve qu'ils me permettent de voyager à travers le temps et de découvrir de nouvelles perspectives. En plus, la lecture m'aide à détendre après une longue journée. Notice how I just didn't stop at what. I also added why I like reading and what else I like about reading. This technique not only gives you more to say, but it also makes it also makes your response more thoughtful and complete. And on top of this, this is a great opportunity for you to add in all of the vocab that you know. You can just throw in some good vocab where this gives you a chance to show that you do know complex structures and complex vocabulary. Now, let's address something a lot of people fear, and believe me, of course, I also fear that. What do you do when you don't know the answer? Let's be real, it happens to everyone, right? Sometimes you get a question and your mind just goes blank. So, what do you do? Here's a fun fact. These examiners are not actually expecting you to know everything, especially about like the technical answers for the content. If somebody asks you, is education important? They're not actually looking for, your particular opinion on why education is important. They are testing how well you can handle a conversation. So instead of just panicking, acknowledge the challenge and, try to steer the conversation in a direction where you are more comfortable with, right? So, if for example somebody asks you, is education important, and you don't know what to say at that point, you can just say, je ne suis pas très bien informé sur ce sujet, mais je pense que, and then go on to just expand on that. This shows that you are still engaging in the question rather than just saying, no, je ne suis pas sûr, or, je ne sais pas. You're just straight out saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Instead of that, if you are able to sort of expand on it with whatever you know, or you can even just say, this was not particularly of my interest because of this, just steer around the conversation. Or if you also don't understand what exactly they were asking for, you can just be like, pardon, je ne comprends pas, pouvez-vous répéter la question s'il vous plaît? Something like on those lines. Again, it's about just staying calm and keeping the conversation going. You're not expected to know every single thing, especially about the topic. The goal is just to communicate your thoughts, even when you're unsure. Especially when you're unsure. Finally, let's talk about practice, because all of these tips are great, but you need to practice if you want them to work on the day of the exam. The best way for you to speak is by improving your speaking, which is basically a lot of practice, and not just to yourself. Find opportunities to speak French regularly. One thing that really helped me was recording myself speaking and also sort of listening it back. Yes, it's a bit cringy at first. I can understand you would probably hate your voice and you would, face palm yourself so much that, oh my God, is this how it sounds? But believe me, it's super effective for, spotting your weaknesses and also sort of improving over time. Another quick tip is time yourself, because, like I said, TEF and TCF exam, especially in the speaking section, they have strict time limits. So practice according to what is expected for that particular section so that you also know how long you have to speak, or, how much shorter you have to speak. You will understand all of those things. So practice will make a huge difference in how comfortable you sound and feel as well. So basically, to recap all of the things that I mentioned in this video, focus on mindset and allow yourself to make mistakes. Work on pronunciation by paying attention to every syllable. Structure your answers for clarity and fluency. Use fillers and connectors to sound a lot more natural. Expand your answers with the three W's, which is the why, what, and what else. Stay calm even when you don't know the answer and keep the conversation flowing. And finally, practice, 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 which is the most important thing. I hope these tips help you feel more confident into going to your TEF or TCF exam. If you want some personalized guidance or help specifically on working with native instructors for this particular section, you can definitely reach out to me by scheduling a call with me. I will leave the link in the description below and I will be able to help you out. This was pretty much all about how to master the speaking section. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, and please make sure to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to my channel. That's pretty much it for this video. Good luck on your French learning journey, and I'll see you in the next one. À bientôt!